Alright, this is the T3i. Alright, this is the T2i. T3i. Hello everybody, this is Dave Dugdale, learningdslrvideo.com. So which one should you get? The T3i, T2i, also known as the 600D or the 550D? Well, it depends. Don't you just hate that when people say it depends? Don't you just want them to give you an answer? Well, let's get rid of the photographers first, because this is mostly about video. If you're a photographer and you do a remote flash, then the T3i is definitely for you because it has a built-in remote transmitter for flash. All right, let's talk about price real quick. Depending on where and when you look, because these prices change all the time. It's like gasoline. They go up, they go down, especially with lenses. And these cameras too, they go up and down on some of these sites. Depending on where you look and when you look, the price difference is about $100 to $200, with the T3i being more expensive. I'm not going to say 600D or 550D anymore. I'm just going to use the T numbers. So basically the big difference comes with the articulating, the flip out, whatever you want to call it, screen on the back of the camera. And you know, I've been using these two cameras for the past month, and I would swear when I was looking at it that the screen on the T3i looked just a little bit better than the T2i. You know, I'd hold it up and it's like, it just looks a little bit better. And I went to look at the specs today for the 3-inch LCD display on the back, and the specs look almost identical except for one thing, and that's the view angle. I think the T2i has a 160-degree view angle, where the T3i has a 170, and I'm guessing that the screens are slightly different, but for some reason, I don't know if I'm seeing things, but the T3i's display just looks a little bit better. The one thing I really like about it, and at first when I got it, I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. It flips out, I'm gonna break it. You know, it's gonna, you know, once this thing gets broken, you send it to repair, it's gonna cost gazillions of dollars to get it replaced. But it's actually pretty sturdy. I like it, and it's very similar to the one I have on my old camcorder. And the camcorder one I've had for 4 years, and it hasn't busted, so that's a good sign. The camcorder is made by Sony, but that's a different story. But anyway, this articulating screen is also really good in terms of, if let's say, just protecting the screen. Because let's say you're wearing a zipper jacket and you're one of those people that like to wear your camera on your neck. Well, if your screen, like on the T2i, is hitting you on the stomach or right at the zipper, then you might get scratches on the screen. But by using the T3i, you can just flip it around and protect it. Also, the other thing I love about this screen, which is pretty obvious, is you can tilt it up when you're down low on the ground. Because if I'm doing a low slider shot, I pretty much have to get all the way down and look right at the screen. But with the T3i, you can just, you know, be on your knees basically and flip up the screen, and it's just a lot easier. I'm really liking the screen. All right, getting back to who you are and which one you should get. Let's say you're doing lots of video and you're kind of like a hacker. You like to do stuff. Let's say you're comfortable with installing firmware on your camera. If you're not, then the T3i is definitely for you. But the T2i with Magic Lantern offers a ton of different things that you can do that the T3i can't do. Now, that being said, just doing this video right here, I'm using Magic Lantern. I've been using it for months. I just had an error. It started recording, 10 seconds in, boom, it shut off and said, please uninstall your battery, COM error number 75 or something like that. You're going to get that occasionally. It doesn't happen that often. I'd say about once every 200 video clips with Magic Lantern, you're going to get an error like that. So if you're not comfortable with that, and this is your primary camera, and you've got to get that interview shot, and you know, it's not like a B-roll camera, then definitely get the T3i. All right, let's talk about the manual zoom. This thing can go, the T3i can do a 3 to 10x in, zoom. And let's say you have a 50 prime and you want to get a zoom shot. It's kind of convenient type thing. But you know, really, if I've got the other lens with me and I want to zoom in, I'd rather do it optically than doing it on the sensor. So it's not something I'd really use. And a lot of people have said that you really don't want to go to 10x. About 3x is about as much as you want to push it. But it's definitely a convenient thing if you don't have your lens with you. All right, the T3i has a video snapshot feature, which, to be honest with you, I'm a little baffled with. The Canon engineers came up with something to possibly compete against the iPhone. I have no idea. But basically what it is you can take a series of really small clips, like 4 to 8 seconds long, And then what you do is you can assemble them within the camera. Well, you can kind of do that with the iPhone, and you got great software, and then you can even upload it. You know, obviously the iPhone's image quality is going to suck compared to the Canon's, but you know, as a feature, there's no way to upload the video. So to me, I'm kind of baffled by it. It's kind of a really kludgy, bad interface to do that kind of stuff with. So you know, the feature to me is basically useless. So there you have it. Hacker, non-hacker, photographer, you know, which one is right for you, you'll have to decide. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.